this video because he was saying, you know, the wacky, tacky Christians, and it was this precept that kind of hit home. So this is Romans chapter 2. I'm sorry, it's a lot. Romans 10 and 2. And it says, for I, and mind you, this scripture goes for the Christians, all right? The deep, wacky, tacky Christians, okay? And it says, for I bear them record that they have a zeal of Yahweh, but not according to knowledge, all right? Now, I ain't gonna lie, like, you do see Christians, they might have, like, the love, and when I look at that word, zeal was basically getting into, not necessarily a supplication, but to be driven by the Spirit of the, you know, of the Lord. And it says, have a zeal of Yahweh, but not according to knowledge. All right. So when I look up that word knowledge in the blue letter, it got into epignosis. All right. And now I'm gonna look that word up. It was getting into precise and correct knowledge. So that's why you got to get into your Hebrew, your Greek, and it was I was watching the Elder Apostle Tahar when he was doing the sit down with the Passover, and that's when we got to get into our etymologies, you know, the true meaning of words and the study of words. Because when you get the true etymology of what you're reading in the scriptures, including the Hebrew and including the Greek, you'll have a better understanding. All right? So, let me see. One scripture that came to mind was Revelation 1 and 3. Alright, and it says, blessed he that readeth, and that heareth the words of the prophecies and keep those things which are written therein, for time is at hand. But it says, blessed he that readeth. Now, when you get into that word, readeth is really getting into understanding, you know, understanding what you're consuming correctly. Alright, so like I said, that's why the scriptures say, you know, the Lord's not an author of confusion, and you know the elect is going to be on one accord. It's like once you actually get to the true wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the scriptures, and not the worldly aspect, he'll be more clearer unto you. All right. So let me grab some more. And that's when, like, you get that knowledge, then comes understanding. And once you get more of that understanding and really seek the words of the Lord, you know, that's when you're going to fulfill the will of the Lord as well. So when you get Matthew, because like I said, that this also goes with the wacky, tacky Christians, all right? Slack in these grab my apocrypha. Right here. So it's Matthew 7 and 21. And it says, not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven. Because we got a lot of Christians out here that's like real, you know, they'll go to church every Sunday, you know, they might tithe more than 10%, you know, but are you changing the spirit? Like, that's why I be getting on, like, even some of my family members that think that they have a relationship with the Lord, but first off, the Lord has his back turned on us. That's why we got to pray to Yahweh Shai. And the majority of these Christians don't even use the real names of Yahweh. Why? Yahweh Shai. Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. Okay? But let me read that again. It says, not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter the kingdom of heaven. like I said, because we got a lot of Christians they'll call, call on the Lord a lot, but you know that's not the end all be all. And it says, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven. And the will is all through the scriptures. You know, following the commandments. You know, putting off the smoking weed, putting off the adultery, putting off lusting after the next man's wife, putting off eating pork. You know, actually being on the highways and byways, tithing correctly. You know, doing whatever you can do to increase your knowledge. Okay. It's beautiful as your pop. So this is the book also, like I said, do the will of the Lord. When you come into this wisdom, knowledge, understanding, you'll find beautiful jewels of the scriptures. All right. So let me start at Baruch chapter 4. Let's start at 27. And it says, be of good comfort, O children, and cry unto Yahweh, for ye shall be remembered of him that brought these things unto you. All right, but the point is in 28, and it says, for as it was your mind to go astray from Yahweh, so being returned, seek him 10 times more. And that's beautiful, because being in the midst of the camp, you see the real dedication that we got to put into really seeking the Lord, seeking that salvation, like, you know, being on the highways and byways every day, you know, doing the things that are not carnal, doing things in the world that are righteous, even behind the scenes when we're not around brothers, you know, putting on that new man, that new creature. So like I said, look at the Israelites versus these wacky tacky Christians. Because once you get out of church, they just back to niggas in the world, man. But no. Just like I said, when you get into the book of Ephesians, which is one of my favorite scriptures, where it talks about, you know, putting off the old man. So this is Ephesians chapter 4 in verse 22. And it says that ye put off concerning the former conversations, the old man, which is corrupt according to deceitful flesh. As when you in this world, this goes for me too, because I was in the world once, you know, and you know how Jake, man, like I said, they like to smoke weed, eat abominable foods, might go to Red Lobster or Starters, get a pork chop, might get like some shrimps or something, you know, just doing all this wicked shit. And like I said, even to the next individual, it might feel good, but everything that feels good isn't good for you. Like I said, hey, candy tastes good. It's sweet. But what does it do? It decays and kills your teeth. It makes your teeth rot. So, like I said, when you come to this truth, wisdom of Solomon, man, because all this is getting us a guideline of, you know, good and evil, righteousness and wickedness. You know, scriptures say sins, you know, are equal to death. But when you get into the wisdom of Solomon, let me grab that. I believe it's when you get into wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1 and verse 15, it says, for all righteousness is immortal. So imagine if we can actually touch, like we were actually beings that never even witnessed or touched, you know, wickedness or sin. We gonna be put on the level of gods, man. You know, immortal gods on the planet Earth. All right, but back to the Ephesians 4. Let me jump down to 23, and it says, no, I'll start back at 22, and it says that you put off the concerning the former conversation. And when you're talking about the conversation, talking about your conduct, how you conduct yourself. All right. You know, don't be getting lineups. Be respectable to your elders. Honor thy father, thy mother. Be a man. Go to work. Put the spirit first. Prioritize. Don't be effeminate, you know. Be a man. Gird thy loins like a man. All right. Well, verse 23, it says, and be renewed in the spirit of your mind. And like I said, you get that. My brother always say, bro, like fasting is like a spiritual oil change. You get all your spiritual oil change, or what's another word you want to call oil change? Tune up. When you get your oil change, your window washer refill, your spark plugs change, when you get everything, you know, renewed. All right, that's how the spirit is. So, like I said, that's why you gotta also have the knowledge, and especially that fear, because that fear will make you get up your ass, and you know, like how your father is. You do something bad, father's on the way home. Oh snap, my room ain't clean. You gonna get your ass up and, you know, do your best to please the father. All right, but I didn't want to make this video too long. I didn't want to make this very difficult. Try to make it simple upon tables. But I want to give all honor, glory, and praises due again to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakadash. And again, double honors to the elders and apostles, that great male souls teaching the truth and sincerity, and also who rule well. I want to say peace and salutation to the whole full elect. I want to close out, say shalom, and on to the next lesson.